Hey guys, Sri Lanka Sammy. I am back and I'm living life. It is Sunday Fun Day. It is, in Korea it is a Memorial Day weekend, but here it's not. It is June 4th or 5th? I can't remember. Shout outs to my brother in Pattaya, Thailand, Jeju Passport. Alex, Amaya, you guys, I'm loving your videos. I'm so proud of the work you guys are doing. Your videos just blow me away. I hope to be as successful as you in what you are doing. So hopefully you like today's video. I'm going to talk about things I wish I knew before I came to Sri Lanka. Not as a tourist. I mean, these will help you as a tourist, but as a traveler. Now, I'm not a traveler, I'm a resident. So these things I wish I knew before I came. All right, so here we go. Again, I do want to thank everyone who's watching, liking, sharing, commenting. If you could, please just click the like button. That's the one thing I ask. That will really help get my channel out there. If you'd like to subscribe, if you like what I'm doing, subscribe. And if you really enjoy, comment. Let me know what you think I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. Try to get better. I'm doing this for fun. And hopefully, if you do like what I'm doing and you want to support me, then just watch a video. Watch a commercial. Watch one of the ads. That way, you know, nobody's paying anything. The advertisers are. So I thank you in advance for that. Appreciate it. Anyway, today I'm going to talk about, like I said, what it is that I wish I knew. I'm actually on my way to go see Top Gun. I wanted to go to Colombo to see it, but it's just too far, too crowded, no fuel, all of that stuff. So I'm just going to the local place, and I'll talk about that later. Anyway, number one, the bugs. I think that's the number one thing that people from the West are never going to get used to. It's a tropical country. There are bugs. And when I mean bugs, I'm not talking about flies and mosquitoes. Those exist everywhere in the world. A little bit more here, but you got to get used to them. In the restaurants, in the shops, there are flies. You're gonna have to get used to it. It's not dirty. They try, but I mean, it's a tropical country. You're never gonna get rid of this stuff because everything is outdoor or open air. You can't have a sealed place. I mean, you can if you run aircon, but that's not the reality of this country. Part two on the bugs is, you know, in front of my house there are monitor lizards. And when I say monitor lizard, I mean like the Komodo dragon type of thing. You got to watch out for those guys. Now, I live in the countryside. You're never going to find those in the city. But you got to be aware of them. Snakes, not so much. I don't think there are any poisonous ones, but they are here. My parents have seen them. I have yet to see one. I did see a monitor lizard in the street once, and then when I happened to be looking at the CCTV, I saw one walking right past our front door, because next door to us, to our place, is like an empty lot, like a garden on both sides, and the one next to us is like overgrown. Anyway, the third part on bugs is the spiders. Now, those of you who follow me on Instagram and Facebook will have seen last month I found a spider this big in my bathroom. I'm sitting there doing my business. I look up and there's this thing. My friend in Cambodia told me it's a huntsman spider, but it was huge and it was pulsating like this. Scared the bejeebers out of me. Got rid of that. And the final thing is creepy crawlies. They're not cockroaches, but they look like them. They're about this big. And the things, I don't know how they get into the house, but this morning, woke up, looked down, there's one upside down dying on my bathroom floor. It's not the first time that's happened. Why they choose my bathroom floor to crawl into and die, I will never know, but they do. Today, I kind of like, I took my time, did what I had to do, scooped them up and flushed them down the toilet. It's probably where they come out from, because my house is sealed. The pipes and everything are sealed with grates. So I would say, rule number one, look in the toilet before you sit down, because that's where things come out from. Number two, so bugs. Bugs is number one. Number two, electricity. The easiest way to avoid the electricity problem is to buy a really good adapter. I have an adapter that plugs into international sockets. All right, plugs into international sockets and has one output and has 5 USBs. So I just plug everything into that, and then I plug. So if, let's say I'm from Korea, I bring a Korean extension cord with 5 spots. I plug that extension cord into this adapter, plug the adapter into the Sri Lankan wall. Now I can plug in all my electronics, all my Sri Lankan, all my Korean electronics. I don't have to go out and buy special adapters for each one, and I only need one outlet. Because when you go to a hotel, you only get like 1 or 2 outlets, right? And what are you going to do? Carry around 5, 6 adapters? You carry around 1 extension cord and 1 adapter. We will get to number 3 in just 1 minute. I'm going to take a tuk-tuk down to the movie theater, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Hey guys, I'm back. I am at K-Zone, which is the local shopping mall. It's a little sparse right now because it's just opening. The strange thing is that the movie that I'm going to go see today starts at 10:30 in the morning. It's only on at 10:30 in the morning. I'm in an open space here, so take off my mask so you can hear me a little bit better. But 10:30 in the morning for this movie on a Sunday morning. So I'm probably going to be the only person in the movie theater. Give you a view of the road out here. So yeah, what is number 3 we were at? Number 3. So we talked about the bugs, we talked about the electricity. Number 3 is banking. Now I did this, but this is something that maybe not other people know. You don't have to carry cash. You don't have to bring US dollars with you to convert. You can create a bank account in your country, a US dollar account, and then have a debit card attached to that account that is no fee. You need to talk to your bank and ask them, I'm traveling. I want to use a card to pay my bills in local currency and save the most amount of transfer costs, fees, etc. And that's what I set up. So anytime I want to use my card, I use my US dollar account card in South Korea. And then I just top that account up every time I need money in the account. That saves me from having to bring money into Sri Lanka from South Korea and then convert it and then withdraw it. It is just, you don't need cash. You do need cash for things like my tuk-tuk that I just took. I needed cash. But you don't need cash for everyday purchases like my movie theater tickets, my food shopping, my online purchases, my bills. Everything is done through my account in South Korea. And I pay a fee of like 1.8% or something like that. And because my account, I'm a VIP member, I get 60% off the exchange rate. when I convert from South Korean to US dollars. So, you know, blah, blah, blah. Look at your money situation. Find the best way. Talk to your bank. Ask them, I'm traveling to this country. What can I do? What can I do to save on fees? All right. Next, the heat, clothing. All right. It is hot. It's cloudy today. It's overcast and hazy, but it is hot. It's 32 degrees. It's 10 o'clock in the morning and it's 32 degrees. Nighttime is hot. Unless you have air conditioning, all right, you're not going to enjoy it here. I don't like using air conditioning. Number one, it's very expensive. Electricity rates are high, and I don't like it. I use a fan. I'm perfectly satisfied with that. Windows open, breeze going through, and a fan. I live in the countryside, so it's not that bad. In the city, you might need aircon. Tied to the heat is the clothing. You do not need a huge amount of clothing here. You need 10 t-shirts, because you're going to go through 2 a day. You need shorts. You need 5-10 pairs of shorts. Underwear, obviously. You never need socks. You don't need socks unless you're going hiking. And you don't need shoes. You need flip-flops. Now, the flip-flops you need are the arch ones in the front, not the thong ones that go between your toe. You need the one where you slip in. So slippers, not flip-flops, slippers. They're much more comfortable and they're easier to navigate because they're not flipping and trip. They cause you to trip and fall. And you don't want to trip and fall here. Yeah, you will need socks and a good pair of runners, cross trainers, or just like all-purpose shoes when you go hiking or walking long distances or going to temples, or not temples, like, you know, those kinds of adventure things. A water bottle with a strap, a good strap, not a string, but a strap type of thing. And I have a bag, like I have this little bag that I put everything in, right? So that's the thing that you need to when you go around. You've got to be able to have something that you can carry that you don't have to have in your hand, okay? Extra batteries for your camera and your phone. USB chargers, okay? USB chargers. You're gonna have to make sure you have the right cords when you bring your electricity. That step back to the electricity question. Test everything, plug everything in. Money, clothing, electricity. What else? Sorry, I should have written this down, but it's a last minute thing. Food. The food here is delicious. The food here is delicious. You just need to make sure that you get the mildest curry, because when they say mild or medium, it's hot. It's really hot. Or just basically ask for it on the side and then add it as you feel, because it is hot. And it is different. They cook with a lot of bay leaves and herbs and stuff, and cardamom and cloves that you have to take out of the food as you're eating it. So you have to get used to that. But the sweet bread and the samosas and the buns, oh my God, I'm in heaven. After living in Sri Lanka, South Korea for 13 years, I miss that because it doesn't really exist in South Korea except at specialty shops. But here it's on every street corner. I guess the final thing is the culture. People are always talking or concerned, especially tourists, about scams or about people trying to take advantage of you. That occurs everywhere, especially in tourist areas, because that's where the tourists are. So the scammers are going to come where the tourists are. So you need to be careful in the tourist areas. But if you go like anywhere else and someone says hello, or can I help you, or do you need anything, you know, take it with a grain of salt, but be nice and be welcoming, because everyone in Korea is South. Everyone in Sri Lanka, I keep mixing up Korea and Sri Lanka because I've lived there for so long. Everyone in Sri Lanka is uber nice, so kind and sweet. They're the best people. I've forgotten that about my people, how kind and generous and thoughtful they are, even in the middle of this crisis, especially when you go to the countryside, how nice they are. Just the sweetest people. Anyway, that is my story for today. I hope you did like it, enjoy it. Please like, share, comment, do whatever you want. Sri Lanka Sammy saying stay safe for now. I bow on and I'm out.